Welcome in today, everyone. Thank you for viewing me. We're getting started with your general reading. I actually saw this card on my pre-shuffle. So, my beautiful Geminis, I hope you're having a beautiful day. We are officially in the Mercury retrograde for 3 weeks, and I want to thank you all for your love and support. If you've never viewed me, my name is Elena. I hope you can hear me. We had some technical issues, so I had to do a different mic system, but I have Sad Embrace with the Dragon's Lair. Oof. Determined to get out of a situation right now. I feel that if this is your reading, you're done holding on to something that has disappointed you, felt in a place of disillusionment. The dragon is out of the cave. And I feel right now, I want to say something to all of my beautiful Geminis. This is a time of reflection. This is why we have these retrogrades. To redo things from the past so we have a chance of getting them right so we don't have to go through it again. And I feel if this is your reading, you're going into a big new energy about the things recently, probably the last 3 to 6 months, that have just left you in a place of fed up about something. And, let's go ahead and look. I'm going to let the cards play out now. Current energies, you guys, if it sounds like something you're going through, this is your reading. Please take what resonates, leave out what does not. And this is good for all signs for Geminis. Okay, here we go. Current energies. Thank you. For the sign of Geminis. This reading is for. Thank you. What would you like to show me? Current. Around the sign of Geminis. Balancing act. Sparks. Things feel like they're coming apart with goblins. Really great cards, right? And rock bottom. Done. Fed up. So things can come to life. Okay, I'm going to go by how I feel in the cards because this is what I do. And I know what the cards say, but I'm going to go by what I'm feeling today for my beautiful Geminis. The Wizard of Awareness with Peaks of Joy. Let's count our blessings every day, people. Right now is a time for you to realize that if there's things that feel like they're blocked, it's because they are at the moment. And sometimes we have to realize that we can't push the energies because coming apart with rock bottom is telling me that right now there's a lot of paths leading you to take a long look at a certain part of yourself to find more balance. We don't realize that we always just go, do. But right now is a time for you to realize that there's certain aspects in your life right now, Geminis, that you must realize we must find balance. You can't lean too much one way and lean the other way. And I feel sources telling me with the card goblins and coming to life, magic prayer, I'm gonna keep going, talesmen and follow the leader. I feel right now, if this is your reading, I'm going to dive into this. I feel that there's a lot of things around you right now that are going to lead you into the right direction. Magic prayer is telling me to tell all of you that you need to hold on to something with your own faith and belief. And goblins is telling me that just because we went through something before that seemed like it was a place where we don't want to go back, sources tell me to make the choice to know that you're not going to go back. But if you keep hitting a brick wall, maybe it's time for you to stop and take a look at your own actions and energies and what you're projecting every day. It'll turn you around in a new direction. And there's something at a distance that you will be pulling in. And sources telling me that, sometimes we have to follow the energies that come our way, but it's leading you to a big place. I feel right now is a time for you, Geminis, to take your head out of the sand and look at something with a fresh view. Now, I'm not here to demean anybody. It's not my game, but I got the ostrich and then I have Ghostlands. I feel right now, you guys, these retrogrades, pardon me, I'm not used to a big mic, are here for a reason. They're here to show us that we have to stop and wonder why things keep coming back at us, whether it's relationships or you feel frustrated about something or you feel like everything you do, you're hitting a brick wall. Sources telling me, take a time out. Look at your own energy and how you're projecting things for your future. I have Peaks of Joy with the Wizard of Awareness, and I feel sources tell me that right now around you, Geminis, you need to take your beautiful, beautiful energy and start setting things into motion in the right way. We have Lionsgate on 8/8, and it's my favorite time of the year, but it is in a retrograde. So all the work that we're doing right now in changing an aspect of ourselves, we can blame everything on that happened to me and they did that to me and this. But you know what? We all have the answers inside of ourselves. And I feel sources tell me you need to go into the things right now that you want to create for your future and start setting them into the motion. The Wizard of Awareness has the giant wand, but it also has 3 spirals of setting what you want into motion, because 3 is the first number of your own manifestations. Right now is not a time to be fighting the energies. It's time to leave certain situations behind. I feel sources telling me that sometimes we have to change our own perspective. It'll get everything moving in the right direction. I feel if this is your reading, sources just saying that, just because something happened to you from the past, and maybe there are things that are happening around you right now that you've been through, but sources telling me that you really have the power in your own energy of how you want to project things for your future. That we must find energy in realizing that our own sparks of pushing our ship in the right direction, our ship is our vehicle, is about the choices you're making. And right now, you guys, everything is about your own belief system. And I feel sources telling me sometimes things come apart so something bigger can come together. And I know it's hard. We all go through things in life, and things right now seem a little blocked, seem a little stalled out. We're all getting a little frustrated. Patience is the key. And I feel sources telling me, why not put your energy into how you want things to go for your very near future? Because once Lion Gate opens, you guys, and right after the retrograde is over, things are going to start moving you with what you're projecting right now in that direction. So if you're going through something right now that you feel like, I don't want to go back there, I've been through enough, it's the Ghostlands. The only reason you would ever go back to something is because there's something there that you still have to learn from. And that's what these retrogrades do. So look deep inside of yourself right now and realize that you are beautiful and that everything that you truly want is in your own power to create. But blockages are going to happen right now. So be patient and be kind, and remember to balance everything and realize that you're going to project everything you want to come towards you in the very near future. Everything is stalling out. So right now is a time to just take your mind and your heart and keep projecting how you want things to go, even though things feel like some things are coming apart. And maybe you feel like you're going back in a direction that you once were, but really it's just an illusion. And that's what I'm going to leave here, because I just feel sources telling me that you have the power to create how you want things to go in your very near future. Stop holding on to something that's disappointed you. Stop holding on to something that you feel like, I don't want to go through this again. You're not going to go through it again. You've grown. You've evolved. Look at something with a fresh view and keep projecting your energy and how you want things to play out for you for the very near future. Because once this retrograde is open, you guys, those gates on Lion's Gate are just going to go for everybody that's doing the work right now in their own manifestations. All right, I'm going to look at your recent past. Recent past, just a few messages for you, my beautiful Geminis. 4 Cups and the Fool. Wanting to take a lot of new leaps of faith, ready to go in new directions. 4 Cups, though, is a card of sometimes we feel like, okay, I'm just going to say what I feel. And they're under the deck. Let's see if they pop out. But, sometimes the 4 Cups is just an energy of, we need to realize that we have to just let go of something and stop feeling disappointed and realize that we're our own creators, and stop holding on to anything that felt like it was just becoming monotonous. The Fool is a big card about trusting your own self and just taking some new leaps of faith. But recent past, let's see. What do you want to tell me, Geminis? Recent past. What do I need to see? Recent past for the sign of Geminis. Oh, I got a flipper too. What would you like to show me? I have the Empress, and I have what do I want that's going to make me happy, the 7 of Cups. Big lesson behind you recently. Page of Cups. Well, the Empress is absolutely beautiful energy, and it's about tending to your garden, your inner love, your inner beauty, and it's also the angel of abundance, but very confused, at a crossroads. The only time we could ever be at a place of a crossroads and not being in a place of sure what, I picked that before, it didn't make me happy, is about what was it that you wanted to plant for your own future with your inner love and your inner beauty. But Two of Swords with the Seven of Cups is telling me that you had some decisions to make. The only thing that left you at a crossroads recently behind you was about not tending to your own needs with your inner love. Realizing that if there were things in your life that were leaving you at a place of trying to find a compromise, I feel Source is asking me to ask you, what about you? Did you do the inner work about nurturing yourself and nurturing the things you wanted to harvest for tomorrow? Because it's all around you right now. It's like a blocked energy around you right now, Gemini's, telling you that maybe you need to put some work into your own belief system so those spirals can get moving in the right direction once this stalled out energies are over. Page of Cups. Now it's in reverse. Okay, so the Page of Cups is just a sense of wanting something new with the heart, just a sense of new creativity. But I just feel you're all over the place because you had to make some decisions. But really, your big lesson behind you was you. And realizing that as long as we get into an energy of knowing that everything that we truly want will come to us, but we have to learn to nurture ourselves and the seeds that we're planting. Okay, I have Justice, the Hierophant, 10 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and I'll save these. Justice and the Hierophant. You had to lay down some things recently behind you, Geminis, and it was things that perhaps you once felt connected to. And the 2 of Cups are things and people. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be people that you once felt for, but there was a lot of things that were creating weights in your life because I feel Source is telling me that you had to really commit yourself to making things right. And justice is about our own scales, balance. We go through things in life all the time, and then we have to take a time out and look at our own energies about what we're creating, what we're projecting, and what we're trying to plant for our future. I feel you had to make some big choices recently behind you about the things in your life that have felt wrong, the things in your life that were worth fighting for, and it was about your commitment, loyalty, and dedication. I feel that the Empress, the Hierophant, and Justice, big 3 major arcanas, are telling me that everything in life is about doing what is right to the best of our ability, about raising our own vibration and staying committed. And that's the teacher of it. And then the Empress about what about you? Did you nurture yourself? Did you let go of the situations that started feeling like they were just creating burdens and weights in your own life? I have the Fool, 7 of Swords, and then I have the 2 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles is about juggling. It could be about money, finances. 7 of Swords is the getaway card. And I feel Source is telling me that there were a lot of things behind you recently that was showing you a whole new direction. But you had to learn to balance something in your life instead of just a place of escapism. And I just feel Source is telling me that recently behind you, Geminis, you had to really learn to nurture you. Do the things that you truly wanted in your own energy about what you want to plan for tomorrow for your future and stay committed to it. Just because things don't happen right away, everybody thinks that, well, they're never going to happen. That's not how it works. I feel sources tell me the only thing that may have left you at a place of trying to find a compromise with a lot of disillusionment and disappointments is about realizing that the things that you were carrying around, perhaps things from the past, were weighing down your own energies. And I feel sources tell me that right now is a time of reflection, a time of learning to balance certain situations, and a time of your own creation of what you want for your near future. You need to realize that everything in life is about your own sacred self and what you want to create. And this is what I feel I'm here to say to you. We go through things every day, but we don't realize that we, us, have the power to change it. Being human beings, we think that, well, this is just how it is, and it's not. We're at an early age, we're all taught, that, oh, that can't happen. Give up. It's not worth it. No. If you have a dream and you want something bad enough, you put the work into it and you keep imagining how you want it to go. We all hit roadblocks and obstacles. And Source is just telling me that just because we go through things from the past, it does not mean it's going to repeat itself. And if it does, you need to take a time out and look at something in a new way. Look at your own actions. How are you nurturing yourself? Okay. Ace of Swords for your incoming energies. That is the ace of breaking a barrier for triumph and success. And that's a big ace, Geminis. That's your ace. It's the Ace of Steel. I feel Source is telling me that, we all have wonderful new ideas. We just need to follow through with them. The Ace of Swords is the ace that does not bend. It does not sway, but it's triumph and success with a new truth, a new clarity. I feel sources telling me as long as you stay committed to what you truly want and do not sway your energies, everything is going to lead you into the right direction. Thank you. All right, let's look. Incoming the next week to 2 weeks for my beautiful Geminis. You know, I cannot fluff these readings up right now, and there's nothing bad here. It's all beautiful, but right now it's a time of our own taking a look at ourselves. Stop allowing other things outside of us and stop blaming everything. Let's take a time out and look at us. Right. Incoming. 4. There it is. Side of Geminis. Thank you. What would you like to show me about the incoming? I said there it is because everybody's gotten this card and I know what they're trying to say. Okay, you guys, underneath the deck is your ace. I shuffled. Your own faith and commitment and your truth. I feel sources telling me that anything that you truly want is about this. And this is the ace that does not sway. It's like breaking a barrier with your faith, your commitment, and connecting to things with a higher vibration. Sources telling me to tell you that you need to find your own truth. Stay in your truth. It's going to break a lot of new barriers for you. Our truth, and not in an arrogant way or a stubborn way, but really looking at everything with a clear view. You know, we don't realize that maybe it's us that needs a little bit of change. And if people around you or things around you keep doing horrible things to you, sources tell me then have your truth and break that barrier. Stay in your own high vibration. Because the longer we allow low vibrational people to keep getting to us, that's what we attract. And sources tell me this is a big ace, Geminis. You have the power to break all barriers, but you need to stay in your truth. Be true to thy own self and connect to the things and people that you truly want with your own higher frequency, your own higher vibration. What do they want to say? Mental conflict. And it's your spiritual faith that's going to get you through anything. You know, this is a card of just feeling like, why is this happening? What is going on with everything? Source is telling me you need to keep yourself in your own faith. You need to keep yourself in a place of realizing that whatever comes your way, Geminis, you have the sword to break it. You know, this is the only time we get into mental conflict is when we find a place about ourselves or other people and not seeing the truth and clarity of a situation, because this will break through anything. I have movement, choices, and decisions, and then I have the mind effery card. You guys, this has shown up in every reading in the past few days. These are the incoming energies. This is about the choices you make. All right. This is about the choices that you want for your own happiness. Stop letting yourself feel deceived by others. Stop letting yourself feel like you're deceiving yourself. It's about taking a bold step forward about what you want for victory and success and having the faith and commitment to do so. I have your solar plexus chakra, and I have withdraw emotionally. Source is saying that if you really trust your gut instincts and withdraw emotionally from certain situations, stay in your truth, have your truth, you shall break all barriers for triumph and success. It's your faith, it's your commitment, and it's about surrounding yourself with the right people. This is a time right now with what's going on in the world and the retrograde about the higher vibrational people are starting to withdraw from certain energies that have been pulling us in the wrong direction, because there is a separation going on right now. The age of Aquarius is about the people who are doing the inner work, the people that have been doing this knowing that there's something bigger out there are starting to separate from the souls that choose not to change. You know, so, you know, if you're watching me, I know you're an evolved soul. So right now, this is about you committing to what you want in life and staying committed and staying in your truth and withdraw emotionally and make your own choices to move yourself forward, because triumph and success is all before you. And right now, I feel sources just saying the next few weeks, this is really about you taking a time out and knowing that if there's things that are bothering you, why not put your energy in what you want to create for your own foundation, your own achievements? That's the Four of Wands, gateways opening. We really have to take a long look at ourselves, You know, when we dive into our shadow side, which is the side of ourselves that perhaps we don't want to look at, we always see the light to find our way out. And Source is telling me that in the next few weeks, keep yourself in alignment and know that whatever mountain you want to climb, you shall achieve it. Be open with gratitude, be open with love. Have your truth, stay in your truth. Everything will connect you to the right things at the right time, and watch how things move you in the right direction. They're all lined up for you. I mean, this is beautiful, you guys, and this is what Source wants to say. So you can either, listen to me and be completely clueless, or the evolved souls, I know the ones that get me, know exactly what I'm talking about. We can't change the world, but we can change us. And I feel Sources tell me this is your time, Geminis, to really shine. And this is your time to break the barriers. This is your time to show you that you have the power to create truly whatever you want. I'm going to get some spirit guide messages now. Pardon me, my nose is a little itchy. Now, let's go ahead and see what they want to say to my beautiful Geminis. They always want to talk to us. But this is how the readings have been the past 3 days. So, messages for Geminis. What would you like to say? Thank you. To the sign of Geminis today, please. Strongest messages for the sign of Geminis about their reading. Any messages? Sorry, I'm not used to this big mic. I'll eventually get used to it. I do have a flipper here. The Nine of Wands. It's a card of resilience, but it's also a card of protecting your own energies. Sometimes we get weary. Sometimes we get tired. Two of Pentacles. Sources telling me that there's certain situations that you need to take charge of, because the next card is the Emperor. The Emperor is a big energy, Geminis, and the Queen of Earth. You know, whether you're male or female, and the Page of Pentacles, I'm going to stop there. But, the Queen of Earth and the Emperor, this is all about really what you want in life and what you feel you deserve. And this is what Source wants to say to you. The Emperor is all about your ambitious plans, and the Queen of Earth is a very grounded, nurturing energy. This energy right here is about putting the hard work into things and holding out for what we feel we deserve. Very nurturing, but at the same time, have your ambitious plans. Know that whatever you truly want, you can conquer it. Stop going back and forth about certain situations that you're just getting tired of fighting with. Sources tell me, why not put your energy into you and what you want to conquer for your own future? And know that if you really put the work into it and you hold out for it, beautiful things are going to come your way. I have the Six of Wands sideways. I have a lot of blessings. Eight of Wands, something's incoming. Being at a crossroads. And then the last card they gave me is, it's the time for a check-in with your faith, loyalty, and commitment and your own vibration. The only thing that can ever leave us at a place of feeling like everything's a stalemate and not feeling like nothing is moving in the right direction is when we don't stay committed. The Hierophant, you guys, is the teacher of our own faith and loyalty. But Source is telling me that there's always things in life that will leave us like, why bother? Maybe I'm not going anywhere. Maybe this isn't happening. But your energy right there is going to block these blessings from flying your way. So Source is telling me that don't feel like things are a place you got to find a compromise with for a victory. Sources tell me, stay committed. Have the faith. Watch these abundant blessings that fly your way. This is beautiful. Patience, patience, patience. This is what Source wants to say. Temperance. We always have to do the best we can every day, and right now is a time of great patience. The next card they gave me is the beautiful Star. It's your hope. It's your faith. The Star is finding harmony with temperance, meaning that everything is about you knowing that your hope and faith is going to bring you to a place of renewal and have more patience with yourself and those around you. Do the best you can every day, but your faith, your loyalty and commitment, and your hope and faith, the Star is a big card with the Hierophant, is going to get these things moving in the right direction. The last card they gave me is movement, choices, and decisions, the Two of Wands. It's really your choice. We all have free will, but the Two of Wands is saying, well, maybe it's time for you to look at something about you and what you want, and time to take your energies and move them forward in a new direction. I feel Sources telling me that you can stay at a crossroads about certain things in your life that, you want to hold on to, but I feel Sources asking me, are they serving you anymore? What do you feel you deserve with the Queen of Earth and the Hierophant? Are you staying committed? Have patience and know that everything takes time, and never lose your own hope and faith. It's bringing you to a place of renewal. A lot of blessings are flying your way, Geminis. It's all about holding on to your own higher vibration and know that everything will work out at the right time. It's climbing the ladder. And I will say to you that there's something in the works here for you without a doubt. I feel it's going to happen to you right after Lionsgate. But right now is a time of the energies. Right now is a time of watching all our actions. I feel sources telling me just keep planting your seeds. Do it with your inner love, your inner beauty. If there's things in your life that keep coming back to you and they're hurting your own energies, maybe it's a time for you to use your Ace of Swords and break that barrier and move on. And this is when we start attracting higher vibrational people into our own, into our own circle. All right, you guys, that was your messages and it was beautiful. I'm going to get some angel cards now. I'm trying to get used to the microphone. It's just so big. Okay, decision is underneath the deck. I'm going to shuffle. What would you like to say to my beautiful Geminis today from the Master Angels? I'm just going to grab 3 cards. 3 cards, please, for Gemini's strongest. What would you like to say? I'll move over here. To the sign of Geminis, please. Thank you. Strongest angel cards for the sign of Gemini. Thank you. Anything else? See if we have anything else. Nope. I got 4 cards, sorry. Underneath the deck is the King of Gabriel. Angel Gabriel's giving you the king. Angel Gabriel is the angel of fire. Okay, you guys, the King of Gabriel. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to great success and genuine concern for others. Be the higher vibration. Kings and Queens are major core cards. Beautiful. Okay, who else we have? The 3 of Michael. Angel Michael's giving you the 3. Release the past. You will grow from this or that situation. And remember, time heals all wounds. It really does. Sometimes we go through things in life that we don't think we'll ever get past, but Source is telling me that release it and watch how quickly you heal. Angel Michael, angel of air, has now given you the 9. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Look at that beautiful card. It's beautiful. The Page of Raphael. A new emotional situation. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insights. I feel Source and the Master Angel are saying there's a lot of things coming your way to give you new insights about things, about you, about your own love and your own vision of what you want. The last card they gave me, Angel Michael's giving you one more card. I've seen it all over your reading. Mental conflict, 2 of Swords. It's the 2 of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find your compromise. It's the 2 unicorns. I feel Sources telling me, what about you? Find your compromise. Find, if there's things in your life that keep pulling at you, stay in your truth and know that if there's something you truly want, you shall have it. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire and just release any feelings of worry or regret or let it all go. Release it. As soon as we learn to release it and we do some inner work, things just open up and play out in our favor. What a beautiful reading today from my Geminis. All right, you guys, I hope your reading helped you. I want to wish you a beautiful weekend and beautiful next few weeks. Just listen to these messages, you guys. It's going to guide you in the right direction. Thank you for all your love and support, you guys. And I want to thank you for viewing me today. The Lovecrossing is for difficult energy. So if all of you are in, good places and good spaces, the Lovecrossing is for people going through something. All right. I'll see you all next time. Thank you. For my Geminis dealing with somebody, I'm looking, retrograde, you know what it's going to do? It's going to create more nostalgia. Oh, and if you start feeling a certain way about somebody from your past, it's because they're probably feeling it about you too, because we're all connected with energy. Here we go. 7 of Cups. Someone who is purposely holding themselves back, stubborn. But what they really want is they want something of a new, solid beginning. They want some type. Okay, I feel like somebody here wants a peace offering with you. They just want something with more structure in it. Let's just look. That's just the trailer. Let's see where this is going. Thank you. Strongest Lovecrossing. Now remember, you guys, this is general. So, I'm going to go by how I feel on the cards, and it may or may not be all your person's. If it sounds like theirs and what you're going through, it's theirs. And some of these energies can be reversed. Here we go. Strongest Lovecrossing. What do you want to show me? Lovecrossing for the person Gemini is dealing with. Tell me about the love energies, please. Thank you. Strongest love crossing. Yep. For the sign of Geminis. 9 of Cups, big old Justice, and the 5 of Swords. Yuck. Don't like the 5 of Swords. And their ultimate happiness. And they want to heal something here with you. I feel somebody here is really trying to understand something with Justice and the 10 of Cups. They want their happiness. They want to balance something out with you. But this person wants to set things right. And they want to make things right with you. I feel this person is definitely observing you and feeling like you've always been their wish, Geminis. But Justice is showing up, so it's somebody who wants to fight for something that they feel has been out of balance. This is what I feel. Page of Pentacles is sideways. This person is holding out for what they want with a new sense of stability, a new sense of structure. 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups. This person replays a lot in their mind, but it has a lot to do with something that once brought them a lot of happiness. But the 5 of Swords is a lot of self-doubt and negative things in their mind. Negative words, negative seeds. I have the Knight of Swords sideways, on the fence about communication right now. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, and I have the Knight of Earth in reverse. Somebody has completely stopped right now in their current energies. But I will say the Knight of Swords sideways is telling me somebody here is on the fence on communication. They don't know whether they should reach out to you, or they don't know whether they should wait to hear from you. Somebody here really doesn't, because the Knight of Earth is in reverse, you guys, so it's somebody who's backpedaling right now. I just feel like whoever this is, they can't get you out of their system. I don't know why I'm saying this. I feel like you've been a part of their destiny. They feel like you are a big part of their destiny, but this person is really fighting for something here, and it has to do with, should I make the first move or should I wait for Gemini? I have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and then I have my Geminis. Oh, love us, Gemini energy. You guys, somebody here, because the Page of Pentacles, once again, is just someone who's waiting. And I just feel somebody here in their current energies right now is having a lot of new truths about something. What new truths are they having? They feel that if there's something that's going to happen between the two of you, there's some healing here that needs to be done. And I feel that this person wants to move something forward, but they're waiting on you. Now, if this is someone who did you dirty, please don't yell at me. And I can't hear you anyway. So I would just say that this person really does want to heal something. The Knight of Wands is here with the Queen of Cups. So I'm going to say this person can't get you out of their system, but in their current energies right now, they're waiting. They're waiting for you. They're not going to deny that there's something between the two of you that is just beautiful, but Knight of Swords sideways is someone who's caught between their own logic and moving something forward about communication. They sure do replay a lot of negative things, but they keep thinking about their 9 and 10 of Cups, their wish fulfillment, and something with you that brought them a lot of happiness. This person wants to set things right. They want to make things right, but justice is also about making sure the scales are balanced. So I just feel whoever you're dealing with right now, is on the fence. But see, the retrograde just started. So let's look at their intentions, meaning that I'm going to take a stab at this, but I just feel somebody here wants to try to move something forward in the next few weeks. 4 cups. Oh, that cup of love. Let's see. I don't know. You know, I'm telling you guys, it just started. In the next few weeks, the nostalgia, they're just going to take a chance at something and see what happens with you. Love crossing intentions coming in for Geminis. What would you like to show me? Strongest love crossing for the sign of Geminis. Strongest. Thank you. Strongest love crossing. The 3 of Cups, card of reunion. Oh, I was hoping it wouldn't fall. The world is sideways. Knight of Wands. 8 of Cups, Page of Wands, and there's that Queen of Love. Oh, that Queen of Love is beautiful energy. It's Cancerian energy. Geminis, that's a very charismatic night. And there's 3 cups of love here, and I've only seen 1 3. But this is what I'm going to say. You can go ahead and expect someone to come flying in out of nowhere, and they could be with somebody else. It could be somebody that, you know, they've been whatever with, but the 3 of Cups is also a card of reunion. This is a very fast night, and it just comes out of nowhere. The world sideways is telling me somebody wants to come back around and try to make something happen here for a new cycle. They don't want something to be over. I have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I have the big Emperor, and then I have here comes the Chariot. Beautiful Cancerian energy. You guys, the Chariot is beautiful energy, but it's somebody who listens to their intuition. I do not like the 9 of Pentacles and the Emperor sideways. So this is what I want to say to you. Their intentions are to restart something with you. Now, I would say to you, do not jump in and please go slow. I feel somebody around you in the next few weeks, or somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, is coming back around because they want to feel whole again. They want something between the two of you to feel like this can happen. We can work this out. But you see, I don't like the Emperor sideways because it's somebody who at that moment has this ambition and this drive, that's Aries energy. But the 9 of Pentacles is someone who's doing it to feel whole again with themselves. Now, I'm not here to belittle anybody, you know. I mean, I feel that in the next few weeks, somebody does want to swoop back around to make something work. The Chariot is big energy. It's will, determination, and intuition. And that Chariot, when its intuition is talking to it, it charges in because it's after victory and success. 8 of Cups, that itty bitty Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, and someone who's going to put some work into something with you to see if they can harvest something. I feel whoever this is wants to nurture something to see where it will go. I feel in the next few weeks, somebody is going to come back around to make themselves feel better about something to do with you. At the same time, I would highly recommend that you take it slow. Know that if somebody comes back around and you love this person, don't jump in. If you do jump in, know the consequences, because when the retrogrades end, some people just disappear. And I would say to everybody, right now is a time of healing, working on ourselves, and knowing that, you know, if it's meant to last, if it's meant to happen, and we go slow, everybody, and during a retrograde, when somebody comes back into our lives, because if we jump in and then when the retrograde overs, people just disappear. So I would just say, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to, you know, person wants to try to reignite something with you again. They're going to come out of nowhere with that Knight of Wands, but the Empress sideways with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, it's someone who has ulterior motives about making themselves feel whole or trying to put something back together again with you. So go slow, see what happens, nurture your own garden, nurture the things you love, let this person prove it to you, and make sure that, you know, if you really want to invest in this union, do it slowly, and then after the retrograde is over, just move fast. Just go ahead and move forward, But somebody is definitely going to try to nurture something with you. Geminis. Let's see what happens. All right, you guys, thank you for viewing me today. We're going to leave it here. I love you all. Have a blessed day. A very, very beautiful next few weeks. Patience. Plant your seeds. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you.